A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw at Stockton. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Russell. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. The give on the option. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. Throwing Russell. Using his feet to buy time. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Fires to the tight end.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Trying play action. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Oh my God.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And these 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy.
Maybe a crease. Got enough for the 1st. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you could see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
Running inside, it's Riley. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Right back to the well. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Alabama pushing the tempo. Run the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Working on the right. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Off the boot, looking for his man. Moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Russell. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Back to pass, it's Russell. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it at the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to the back. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Dogs want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Clock now inside 4 minutes as we're getting later in the first half. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Stockton. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that's why everybody in college football is trying to recruit athletes like this to play the 4-3 defensive end position. You can find guys that can stop the run at defensive end, but how many are excellent pass rushers? How many have all the tools in their toolbox like this guy does? Not many.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Tide ready to roll on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. go play action with Russell. Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
The run inside. It's Riley. And they swarm him under.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Now here's Russell, using his legs to buy some time. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Georgia! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Alabama quickly back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Keelan Russell. Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
So now it's 2nd and long. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Again, it's Russell. Pressure coming. Makes the grab on the left. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. Again, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have run in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Throwing Russell. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Stockton. Takes the easy completion. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. On the run, deep down the right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
Well, you never even dream about this kind of start if you're a quarterback. That now his 4th interception in the first half, and he's just not been able to shake this. Bad decision-making. Fundamentally, he's just been off. This offense has never been able to find a rhythm, and I know this is a very talented player, but if you're the head coach at this point, you've got to consider benching this guy.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running into the open space. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's a little room there. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 4 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Hurricanes coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
They win their 2nd straight game, and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Runs through a man, and he might have space. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Russell. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Now here's Russell. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Georgia going up tempo. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. He might want another play. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Escapes the pressure going right. Right on the money. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Running inside. It's Frazier. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. This time he wants to throw. He's got him. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Motion from the wideout. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Escapes the pressure to his right. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Russell on play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Deadlocked here in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's a give to Frazier. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Stockton. Buys a little extra time. Finds the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Handoff, Frazier running left. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Dogs want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. It's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Stockton. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. They go play action with Russell. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Keelan Russell. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time, winning first down. And what that does for a defense, they win first down, they force second and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable situation, third and forever. Great job by this defense.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And this crowd is losing it, frenzied after the back-to-back sacks. Third and long coming up. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is knocked away, incompleted. How good is it to have a linebacker who can cover that much ground?
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Kick is in the air. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Dumps it off in the flats. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. They'll try to get the first through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Bulldog! They move on top here in the fourth. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Russell keeps looking downfield, trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. He throws one to the left. It's caught. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
He's moving out of the pocket. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Russell steps to his left, out of the pocket. And as he throws, and he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. Well, you really can't afford to get that type of call down here when you're trying to punch in a score. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. I guess an optimist could say it's still 1st and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Steps away. Going for it all. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Russell on play action. Unleashes one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Again, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Russell will throw for it on 4. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here, a couple of first downs, maybe a score, and they could put this thing. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And that is where defensive ends make their money, by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang, Skippy. That's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life hard.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Balls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Complete to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. The give, running right, it's Frazier. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the defense, with help from the officials, will push this offense back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
They'll move the wide receiver. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Russell. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. To the air, it's Russell. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. The hands team appropriately named, and now a victory is in hand after recovering that onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. No need to get cute here. You've run enough plays. Now it's time for the kneel down, Dave. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long, and now it's 2nd and a mile. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked.